Greetings and good morning from Monrovia. I'd like to welcome you. Thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Glenn. We're coming to you live from the grounds of the legislature, from the Senate wing of the Liberian legislature. And we're here this morning basically to provide you some updates with respect to some of the unfoldings here from the grounds of the legislature, precisely at the Liberian Senate. Precisely at the Liberian Senate, and we will be providing you some updates here. But all right, folks, sincere apologies for the break-in. We want to appreciate you for joining us. Thanks for joining us on this live broadcast. Just let us know, kindly let us know, give us an update, feedback on the audio quality as we try to provide this brief update here from the grounds of the legislature. We want you to kindly let us know what the audio quality is like. Give us a feedback. We will appreciate if you were to give us a feedback on the quality of the audio just before we continue this broadcast. My name is Nelson Colette. This is Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the grounds of the legislature, from the Senate wing of the Liberian legislature. That's exactly where we are bringing this live broadcast to you from. We want to, at this point, give us a feedback on the audio quality as we try to bring you this update. Kindly let us know what the quality of the audio is like as we bring you an update here from the grounds of the legislature, from the Senate wing of the Liberian legislature. We are still looking forward to getting some feedbacks from you. All right, so I'm getting feedback now that the audio quality is good. It's something we can work with at the moment. All right, so again, thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette. So we're here this morning live on the grounds of the legislature. Early this morning, as we entered the premises of the legislature, first thing is that we came across a group of Liberians. As you see them there in the background, these are workers of a company in Liberia called the Diamond Mineral Water Company. Is a beverage producer in the country. They've been here providing, presenting their plights before their representatives. Of course, the folks here came here as early as 7 a.m. this morning, and they've been presenting their plights to the legislature. Well, the folks met with Senator Yaya Nimlin and Senator Bodo Kanen of Grangida and Bapolu counties respectively, and they presented their plights. We will at some point during this update speak to them as well, get their views, get to hear from them as to what their real issues are, why they are here this morning. But what we did listen to in the brief interaction they had with the minister was that they have some issues with respect to unlawful dismissal. They've reached out to the labor minister on the matter, and they've addressed several communications to the Liberian Senate, and they came here this morning in furtherance to that. We'll bring you more updates on that. But also this morning, as early as 9 a.m., the pro tem of the Liberian Senate, Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence, did have for the first time a live media engagement with media, the respective journalists assigned here at the Liberian Senate. And during that engagement, she was telling the media, or the Liberian people by extension, some of the things, some of the undertakings here at the level of the Liberian Senate. The pro tem did elaborate more on the recent engagement she had with the third senior leader in China during her recent visit when she went to China on the conference. And of course, most of you are aware, we had updated earlier that following the visit, the pro tem disclosed that the Chinese government has decided, she advocated in the first place for the renovation of the joint chambers of the legislature that got us fire during the impasse here at the House of Representatives. Something that has led to an investigation, an ongoing investigation, something that resulted to lawmakers going to court on several occasions, even lawmakers going behind bars, including the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, former Speaker Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, Representative Dixon Wally Sibo, Abu Bana Kamara, and other lawmakers going behind bars for hours. Well, she did say that during her visit to China, she engaged with the authorities there, and following her engagement, it was approved that the Chinese government will be embarking on the renovation of the joint chambers of the House of the Legislature. So that is going to be included in the many projects that the Chinese government is going to be carrying on in Liberia here as part of their developmental agenda for Liberia. But aside from that, she mentioned the issue of strides that the government of Liberia or the Liberian Senate is making with respect to the fight against corruption. During the briefing with the media this morning, the pro-tem disclosed that the Liberian Senate and the government of Liberia under the rescue, which she was a rescue mother of and chaired the campaign for in 2023, that the government is making strides when it comes to fighting corruption. Specifically, she mentioned the issue of strengthening the anti-graft institutions like the GAC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, making sure that those institutions are equipped financially so as to ensure that they take on the fight against corruption robustly. She also mentioned that as part of their oversight, they've engaged with relevant institutions as well to ensure that the corruption is at least minimized or fought to some extent, and that significant strides have been made to making sure that this government succeeds in the fight against corruption. I did ask her a question as to what her rating will be of this government with respect to the fight against corruption, especially so when the asset recovery team that was set up by the president to restore or recover stolen assets from the country has gone dormant. When we have so many reports of indicted officials of government appointed by the president serving in their positions while they're being indicted after being investigated by the LACC and brought down in several indictments from Bapolu County to the Lofa Community College and all of those issues. But the pro-tem did say that efforts are being made, and she holds a view that regardless of whoever that person is, once you're a public official and you get indicted, you shouldn't preside over state resources. And so her position on that was that those officials of government, the best thing, the most reasonable thing to do is for the necessary actions to be taken so that those indicted officials can either be suspended or dismissed pending the outcome of the court process, and based on the outcome they could be reinstated or not. But she did rate the government of Liberia on the scale of 0 to 10. The pro-tem rate the current administration at 6 when it comes to the fight against corruption. And she says she gave the government 6 when it comes to the fight against corruption because she thinks a lot has been done to strengthen anti-graft institutions in the country. And based on these efforts from that angle, she thinks the government of Liberia deserves a score of 6 out of 10 when it comes to the fight against corruption. She spoke briefly on the Eton and Ibomab deal, a revelation that was made during his briefing, talking about the former pro-tem, the pro-tem emeritus, Senator Albert Chie, during his briefing. He did disclose that the Eton and Ibomab deal, there are conversations ongoing with respect to that. There are possible returns of those deals, but they're looking into it. that revelation or that statement from Senator Albert Chie sparked public concerns, especially so when the Eton and Igbo Math deals were those two major deals that came at the early stage of the former administration under former President George Weah. It was being criticized, others hailed it. It was passed within a twinkling of an eye. As some says, it was a Nicodemus passage of that. There was a Nicodemus passage of that deal under the 54th legislature. But in the midst of the different criticisms and everything, the Eton and Eboma deal passed through the corridors of the legislature. But now the pro-tem is saying that as far as she knows, as far as her recollection can serve her, with everything she has on her desk, there is nothing official yet about the Eton and Igbo Math deal. The Senate or the Liberian government has not reached any official conclusion or had any official conversation surrounding the Eton and the Igbo Math deal. So she said that once it gets to that point, if for any reason the Eton and Igbo Math deal is to return, maybe coming back through the corridors of the legislature, that's something that they're going to scrutinize to the letter, because they will ensure that whatever passes through the legislature is done the right way. She was quizzed about her party, the Liberty Party, as to whether she has a political ambition and all of that. She said no. Her major focus now is making sure that this government succeeds. When it comes to the construction of party headquarters across the country, we're seeing now with the CDC, we're seeing similar thing happening with the ruling Unity Party. She says the construction of party headquarters is not much of a big deal, since in fact it is not a prerequisite laid down by the elections law of Liberia or the National Elections Commission to determine as to whether an institution is considered a political party or not. She says they are focused, they are strategic as an institution, and the political party, the Liberty Party, remains the third biggest political party in the country. Well, in the midst of everything, the pro-tem did say that the legislature or the Senate is on course in making sure that this government succeeds and that the right thing is done. But on the flip side this morning, folks, we did disclose the situation with the Liberians who trooped in here this morning, raising concerns about their dismissal. We're going to speak to a few of them at some point, and we're going to give you update on that once we get to speak to a few of them. But on the flip side, folks, a lot of you know that the legislature experienced a disaster on the 18th of December in 2024, when the joint chambers at the top there of the legislature got that fire. Liberians woke up in shock. Liberians woke up in shock just knowing that the legislature had got that fire. Yes, we did talk about the plans, the engagement that the pro-tem has had with respect to making sure that there is a renovation from that end. But something here to capture is the fact that CCTV cameras are now being installed or mounted here at the legislature. In the heat of the conversation, one of the major concerns by so many people in and out of Liberia was, why is it? How come the legislature that passes the law, the legislature that kind of dishes out the national budget, makes appropriations, decide as to which ministry or agencies get what, how come the legislature doesn't have a functional CCTV camera so that in case of these kinds of situations that they can be able to figure out with the help of the CCTV camera to know as to what's the situation, what went wrong, who did what. And so about a year after the situation, the CCTV cameras are being mounted now at the legislature. As we zoom in, you see one of the CCTV camera is being mounted there. Another CCTV camera at the far end there at the house's wing. You have another CCTV camera mounted there, and you have several others mounted at the back of the building, an indication that those concerns that were raised by Liberians with respect to why there isn't a functional CCTV camera at the legislature, those concerns now are being addressed, and CCTV cameras are being mounted here on the grounds of the legislature. Well, another thing to bring to your attention here is that there are a few senators who are coming now. The last update we provided during our last update, it was about 12 noon when the sitting at the Senate had not started, at which time the House of Representatives was already in session. But at the Senate, they were in a consultative meeting. But the vehicles, the presence of those respective lawmakers were felt. But today is a bit different. As you see from the far end there, bulk of the lawmakers, or the senators, let me put it that way, are yet to arrive here on the grounds of the legislature. So at the far end, you see the vice presidential motorcade, the VP escort is parked there, and you have the Senate's own escort, the pro tem own escort parked at the back. But a bulk of the senators are expected to arrive. Bulk of the senators are yet to arrive. We did see a few of the senators. Senator Numeni Batikwa, Senator Darius DeLon is here. Senator Amara Kone is here already. We saw Senator Yaya Nimle, Senator Bodo Kane, and of course Senator Albert Chie and the pro tem herself. But aside from that, bulk of the senators are yet to arrive here, with the time already at 11:30 a.m. in Monrovia, live at the grounds of the legislature. The lawmakers, bulk of the senators, are yet to arrive. So at this point, we want to bring your attention to something very important here, folks. As you see from this angle, we're about to show you that you have a good number of Liberians here this morning. They've trooped in at the grounds of the legislature, trying to get the attention of their representatives, the people elected to represent them, either at the county or district levels. 73 representatives, 30 senators here on the grounds of the legislature. The folks are here this morning, the men, the women. These are Liberians holding placards in their hands and trying to get the attention of the lawmakers. There are different inscriptions on the placards here. So, like you see here, this one says, Councillor Kura, you are the rescue minister of labor to deliver the Liberians of labor abuse. Do not be the champion of bad labor practice. All right. So workers' rights are human rights. We deserve our rights on the job. So these are the inscriptions on some of the placards here. You see another one there. You come here. There's another one here that says, brother Amos Fala. You want to pull your hold up your placard a little bit. This one says, brother Amos Fala, rest in peace. We will continue the struggle until justice prevail. We are with you in spirit. Rest on, brother. This is another inscription here on one of the placards, and you see the photo. I believe he's one of their colleagues. We'll speak to the folks here shortly. Another one here says, Councillor Kura, our brother is gone. This in the struggle, and his family are crying because of your support. All right, for the bad labor practice in Liberia. So these are different inscriptions you see here on the placards, and the folks are here this morning. We want to begin the conversation with some of them here this morning. Let's start by talking to our own mom here. You want to stand up and talk to us? Let's know exactly why the folks are here this morning. Folks, we drove in at about 8 a.m. this morning, and we saw the people here in their numbers. Hello, ma'am. Welcome to Spoon TV.
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Shelley Colley.
Okay, madam Colley, why are you here this morning?
I'm here because the place working, the factory very wicked. And for me, I have worked with them for 10 years. But the people, they say they insure up. But when you sick, you will treat yourself. Even the what is son in say? Social Security. The poor get their own office. They taking money for us, but when we go to the office, we can't get it. The poor here say, I want it not there. The people wicked to the extent that other people get say they now want to. One of our friends said, she go say she pay that we call them say they now even say pay attention to us.
What the name of the company?
They call National Beverages.
National Beverages.
Yeah.
How long have you worked with that company?
10 years.
You've been working there 10 years. What do you do there?
We fait biscuit, the diamond water, soft drink, yeah, candy.
Okay.
We fait drinks. Then
Okay.
wine.
So you guys produce different kinds of items.
Yes.
So what's your call to the government this morning?
According to the government, that the people when they do any bad thing to us, they can always tell us that bring government in their pocket. So I really want to know whether like true that bring government in their pocket, because from the time we start the case, whether they can brave them, me I not say they can brave them, but I coming to know that they can brave them, because if they're not brave, then by now our case they sort of solve our case.
All right.
But now we now know what's going on. That's why we got to know in the words that they will help us to know what they may what's supposed to our case. What are you thinking on?
Thank you very much for talking to Spoon TV. Hello, how are you? What's your name?
Yes, my name is Mary Fokpa.
Okay. Mary Fapa, why are you here this morning?
I'm here this morning because I'm working with National Barricade for 11 years. I started working there 2013 as data hire. From 2013 to 2015, I was employed. After that, the bad labor practice have been there. No benefit. You work, you can't achieve anything. You work for company, you don't have anything to show. The people have the belief that if you don't win, if you don't enter the company, they will get rid of all the workers. They put say, oh, what they are there, but that union will win. And they've been fighting the union leadership. They've been fighting union. For every time union try to enter, they will fight the union. Union will not enter. But this time around, union come. Union enter, union won the election. After the election, we went to the inauguration. After the inauguration, they went in agreement with the union. After they went in agreement with the union, the management, the union, they went in agreement. They said that they were going to be giving our benefit. Whatsoever that belongs to us, when worker gets sick, they will carry worker to hospital.
Where those benefits coming?
Okay. The benefit are salary increasement. When worker gets sick, they're responsible to carry worker to hospital. When they coming, they are responsible to give up.
Did you get any of those benefits?
No. Since we signed the agreement, they have not fulfilled their
When did you sign the agreement?
We signed this agreement in January. Since January, the agreement was signed. The management been owing us.
So what is the main reason why you are here this
The main reason why we are here, it is because after the agreement, the employee went on strike. And the strike that we carried on, it was from the labor. We wrote the labor and they gave what they go ahead. After they gave what they go ahead, after the strike, they put stop order. We shouldn't enter the company no more.
You guys shouldn't enter?
Yes, they put
because you guys had a strike action.
Thank you. Because
what was the strike action?
Was go slow because they refused to get our benefits.
So you guys decided not to work because they were not giving you a benefit.
Yes. Until
when did you launch the go slow action?
It was launched on the 28th of July. From the 28th to the 31st, after they go slow, when worker went back to work, they put stop to us that we shouldn't enter. And in fact, they would dance or they will not get all a dime.
So
How dama in the company telling people that we will not carry a benefit $5. I who stay here, I suffer for the company, I work for good 12 years, I will not carry benefit. How dama will not call me back to work. Joseph Walker will hear this. The whole world will know.
What do you want to say? Just
yes, what I want to say is that I want for the government to work up because like what the man say, the government is in our pocket and they can say we'll go from place to place. Nothing will not come from inside, we will not get benefit. Says worker will go with their empty hand. They will not carry anything. So we are here today in the ministry for the ministry to help us. Let Liberia government help us that our labor will not go in vain.
Thank you for talking to Spoon TV. So folks, we stay here, Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the grounds of the legislature. But I see the folks are talking about their benefits and all of that. But I see Councillor Cooper Crass' name on the placard here. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Who is this person's photo we have here? Amos Fala.
He's one of our colleagues.
Okay.
Yeah, we all that were putting us up by the company.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Miona Miller Davis.
Okay. What sort of job do you do at the company? What do you do?
I work in the production room, called the serial room. We the one do the chemist work.
Okay. So you're a chemist, or you just got the training and then you
Yes,
started? Okay.
yes.
So why are you here?
I'm here that the government, we came to the house that they should really look into our case. because the case been from since the 28th of July up to now, we're not getting no good understanding. So the Ministry of Labor said that they put all the ruling, but since then we can't hear anything. When we ask, they will tell us, they say, oh, you have to wait for 14 days. We ask, they say, you have to wait for 30 days. And all the 14, 30 days, we have been waiting for it, it finished. So now we decided to come to the host, that the host will please help us, including the president. Okay. They should please help us to resolve our issues. Because our children are not going to school. We are our landlords, landlady, they are giving us hard time for renting. So we are appealing to the government. We voted the government because of of good things. We know that the government will do good things. What the people saying now, it's not true. So we appealing to the government that they should please look into our case. Because the only people say that the government is in their pocket, and we say we not believe it. So the government shouldn't please, the government shouldn't make us to believe that yes, what the only people say, it's true.
Thank you for talking to Spoon TV. We appreciate you. We want to talk to the president of the group. I did see him engage with the Senate's Committee on Labor, the chairman of that committee, Senator Yaya Nimle. I saw he had a brief engagement with Senator Nimle. Hello, sir. Welcome to Spoon TV.
Yeah, how you doing, sir? My name is Francis Daniel, the local union chairman for Diamond Mineral Water Company.
Okay, so it means that you are the president or the head of the group here.
Exactly, so I'm the head.
Why are we here in the first place?
We are here because we have been dismissed by the company. And then the Ministry of Labor came up with a decision that we should go back to work. The company should pay us for the time we stayed for. And then up to now, they cannot reinstate us. They cannot give our benefits.
So are you saying that everyone here from this end all the way to that end, all of those people have been dismissed by the company?
The company dismissed 66. We are even more than this, but some of our colleagues are sick. That's why they were unable to come.
Why were you guys dismissed? And when were you dismissed in the first place?
We were dismissed from the 28th of July. While we were dismissed, we carry on our action. That is the go slow due to the violation of the agreed CBA that the company and us signed. But then they don't want to comply by the agreement. We filed in a complaint to the Ministry of Labor since April. We've been engaging the issue with the Ministry of Labor. We've been addressing the issue with the Ministry of Labor. And then the Ministry of Labor could not resolve the issue. So from the 28th of July, we went on go slow. We filed in for 48-hour notice strike, and then the Ministry of Labor came out in the ruling and said that the action that we took, it was legal. It was in line with the Decent Work Act. The company should reinstate us. And up to now, they cannot reinstate us.
So what are some steps you've taken since, in fact, you raised this concern and the company dismissed you? What have you been doing since then?
Since then, we have been home. As you can see in the struggle, we even lost one of our brothers to JFK. He died because there was no hospital bill.
But you
outside, they are not in school.
You are talking about your dismissal and all of those things, but I see Councillor Cooper Cross, the Labor Minister's name is on the back of the placards you have here. Why do we have that?
Because the reason we place his name on a placard, because he is the Minister of Labor. He know of this case very well. But every time we bring this issue before Councillor Cooper Cross, he will not put himself in the front page to resolve this particular matter. He always said deputy, deputy, deputy. All of the time. From April, we've been dragging the case up to today.
So you think that's the reason why his name should be mentioned on the placard?
On a placard. So we want for the Senate to invite Councillor Cooper Cross, invite the management and that of us, and resolve this particular matter.
I did see you engage with the Senator Yaya Nimle of the Committee on Labor. It seemed the engagement did not go well.
Yeah, Senator Yaya said that he want to reopen the case. He might believe that if he want to reopen the case, then that means it should be reopened by the Senate, not by the Labor Ministry again, to no longer carry the investigation. Because the Labor Ministry already been carrying the investigation from April 2025 up to now, it cannot be resolved. So Senator Yaya is telling me that he want to reopen the case. If you want to reopen the case, I will agree with him. But it cannot be reopened by the Ministry of Labor no more again. It should be reopened by the Senate. Let the Senate invite the management and invite the corporate, the Minister of Labor, and all of us, and open this particular matter and resolve it.
You told the senator that you guys don't have a lawyer. He said that's where the problem is, because you guys don't have a lawyer. That's why this entire case is where it is. What are you guys thinking on with respect to that? Have you tried getting a lawyer to pursue this case and all of that?
We don't have money. We are out of job. Our children are also. We don't have money. So we don't have a lawyer. We don't have money to pay a lawyer to fight this particular case for us.
So, following the engagement with the Senate today, what's the next course of action?
My next course is we want for the Senate to invite the management, to invite Councilor Kubokra, and that of invite our mother union and us and resolve this particular issue.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for talking to us.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Francis Daniel.
Okay, Francis Daniel, thanks for talking to us. All right, so folks, we are still here. We see I understand one of the deputy ministers of labor has appeared, has arrived here in the midst of this situation. So I understand. I understand that he's one of the deputy ministers of labor. I think he. Okay. All right. So he's engaging with the folks. But let's see if we can have a word with him. Let's see if we can. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Spoon TV.
Thank you.
Minister, I see you here this morning. Those workers have been here since this morning, calling on the government to at least make an intervention with respect to their dismissal. I mean, are you here for similar purpose?
Yes, of course. I head the Manpower Department of the Ministry of Labor as Deputy Minister, and I was the one that had the hearing into the case, and I made my opinion heard, and I wrote that, and I think that has not been implemented by the probably the management. And the next procedure is in 30 days they should be approaching the labor court to enforce the ruling that comes from the labor ministry.
And that's a major concern. They're calling for the enforcement of the ruling. But I did hear one of the guys say that it's been over 30 days. How true is that?
I think so. It's been over 30 days because I think it was the 18th or the 12th of last month.
Okay.
So it's been over 30 days. So now the workers or
Will you mind
the
if we stood here a bit?
the workers or the management should now be seeking enforcement from the labor court. So that is exactly what should be happening. At this point, we have done our best as labor ministry officials to go into the case, find out what are the issues, and we made the ruling public. Journalists had the ruling and everything. So now we expect the enforcement of the ruling that came out of labor ministry.
Is it that where it is now is beyond your authorities that you don't enforce?
At this point, we can still have a way of dialogue, a social dialogue. We can still create time to...
Do you enforce?
No, we don't enforce these things. It is enforced by the labor court. So once we made our opinion felt, we transfer the case and we issue the ruling or the opinion to the both parties. Then based on who is more interested in getting their justice, the labor court, after the 30 days, now the labor court will take charge.
What are you looking forward to after your engagement here today?
I know when workers come to the Senate, we can't just sit down at the ministry and act like we don't care. We have to know what are their complaints, what they are doing, what need to be addressed. And we also have to clarify some things to the legislature that this is how things are going and this is how far we have gone with the issue. And that is what exactly we came to do, to make sure.
Thank you for talking to us.
You're welcome, sir. I appreciate it.
So yes, you just listened to the Deputy Minister for Manpower at the Ministry of Labor. He's been able to come here this morning, at least to have a word with the protesting, dismissed workers of the National Beverage And he says he's optimistic. He's hopeful that following the engagement here today, there will be some sort of solution to the situation. But he's also saying that enforcement doesn't fall within their purview now, because the engagement with the folks there, they have been calling for enforcement. They want the government of Liberia to enforce, this whole investigation, the findings of the investigation, to either have them reinstated or to ensure that they are just benefits, the benefits, that they should be getting as per the contract signed with the institutions are giving them. But he's saying that they cannot enforce. It's a court that has the authority to do that. And so we look forward to see what happens hereafter. But I want to say thanks for watching Spoon TV. Probably when we come back, we'll be streaming to you live from the main chambers of the Liberian Senate. And yes, it's been a great 3 sittings since the Senate returned. Today is going to be the 4th sitting. Senator Abraham Darius DeLon, since the return, has been raising, reinforcing this call for work permit issue, the labor situation in the country, and all of that. And he raised that issue during the last sitting, and he called on the plenary of the Liberian Senate to ensure that the whole idea of the sales of work permit is put a stop to, is halted, that Liberians should be prioritized. Those jobs that are given to foreign nationals should rather be given to Liberians who are qualified, who meet the competence, the qualifications to serve in these positions. And in the case where no Liberian is qualified to serve in these positions, then they should be given the necessary trainings, development and everything to do that. The VP escort is now leaving the grounds of the legislature. Yes, but the pro tem is here. So even with the absence of the VP, as you know, by law, the pro tem presides. Once the vice president, who happens to be the president of the Senate, arrives, then he presides. But thanks a lot for watching Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette. We'll come back. Have a good day. Thanks to Ernest Benda on camera, making sure that we bring you all of the visuals. Have a good day, and bye-bye for now.